When modeling liquid in a bottle, for example in Blender, we usually expand the geometry of the liquid into the thickness of the bottle so that it renders properly. In this video, I'm going to show you the technique that I use so that you can do this accurately. Let me show you what I mean. I have this whiskey bottle here, and I'm going to go into X-ray view by pressing Alt-Z and click on it. That's the bottle, and you can see the thickness of the bottle. And if I click and left click again, then it highlights the liquid that I modeled. It's inside. And you'll notice here, as I mentioned before, in order for it to render properly, the liquid, which is represented by the orange outline there, is a little outside of the inner part of the thickness, so it's in between, and it runs all the way to the bottom. And sometimes in bottles like these, there are these details here, and so we have to be careful. So in order to expand it, usually we press Alt S and use the shrink fatten shortcut, but that could sometimes be a bit arbitrary. If it is that we want it to be a little more accurate, let me show you what I do. Let me pull up this example here. Are we going to make it from scratch? So what we'll do is have into edit mode. Let me press Alt Z to come out of X-ray, and let's go from the top. We could press 7 to go into top view, and I'm going to switch to face select and just box select the bottom. Press 1 for front view, and in order to see what we're doing, we could press Alt Z for X-ray, or you could even click up here to toggle between X-ray and solid mode. And with that selected, I could press Ctrl plus to expand the selection, and we're going to drop it like just about there. So just about there. So next we press Shift D and then right click and press P, separate by selection, and we see that they're separated. And we can click on it, press F2 and rename it to liquid. Now we could tab out of edit mode, and there's our liquid there. All right. But if we shift and left click, we'll notice that the liquid, it sits on the same edge, the inner edge of the bottle. So there's no real separation there. And we want to be able to expand this in the middle here. As mentioned, typically we tab into edit mode, press A to select everything, and we press Alt S for the shrink fatten. But that could be a bit arbitrary as mentioned, especially with these details here that we have to be very careful with at the bottom here. So what I usually do is add a solidify modifier, because that calculates it mathematically so that we'll be more accurate. We add a modifier and generate solidify. Of course, it's too large. We turn off rim and click on even thickness, and we could set this to like 0.0005. Mind you, the bottle here is modeled accurately to real world scale, and this is very important when you add in modifiers. Not only that, this is very important when you're modeling for clients. You want to make sure that it's accurate and it's real world scale. So now if I shift and left click, you'll notice that we have added thickness to this liquid, so it's outside. What we're going to do is to delete this inner part of the geometry that we just created, and we just want this outside piece. So we want this outside part to act as the liquid. It's very easy to be able to delete that inner part. Let's press / on the keyboard to go into local view. Let's press Alt Z to come out of X-ray. There's our liquid solidified, but we just want this outer part, not this inner part. So first we have to apply this solidify modifier. So let's click here and apply. So now when we tab into it, there are these two parts. Let's turn off these subdivision and bevel and press Alt A. So you'll see clearly there are two sections there, and we just want the outside, we don't want the inner. So with the mouse hovered inside here, press L and press X and delete vertices. So now we just left with this outer piece. So if I press / again, Alt Z, let me turn back on subdivision, see, and I left click, there we get our liquid, and it's inside the glass there. And of course we will face it up and fix it up nicely. And I even forgot to check here, but I know 0.005 would work. But the point is, when you add in the solidify modifier, you could have a little much more control, and you'll be able to add thickness accurately. In fact, as the thumbnail says, it will be perfect. And that's the method I use when creating liquids in whiskey bottles. If you're into product photography and rendering and you're serious about it, I have a whole training on whiskey bottles. It's called the Complete Guide to 3D Whiskey in Blender. Now we go through the entire workflow from collecting references to modeling at real world scale to adding materials and textures and lighting. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel free to check it out in the description. So I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.